Okay, in this short lecture, we're going to talk about some tissue review. Okay, so now that we've done some epithelial and connective and muscle and nerve, let's take a look and see how some of these things can show up. So this would be like a drag and drop. So here's the description. Blank is a network of specialized cells that monitors the internal and external environment and initiates commands to which the body reacts. So the best answer there is nervous tissue, right? Or neural tissue. Okay, this type of tissue can be classified using the number of cells, the shape of the cells that we find at the apical surface or the top of the surface. Remember, these cells are closely packed together. That's going to be our epithelium. What type of tissue can be broken down into skeletal, cardiac, and smooth? Well, that's going to be our muscle tissue. Muscle tissue is also widely distributed throughout the body to allow movement of the skeleton because skeletal muscle attaches there. So that too is going to be muscle tissue. Which is the most abundant and diverse tissue throughout the body? That's going to be connective tissue. Which is going to line the body cavities, as well as the hollow organs and structures and even make up the glands. That's epithelium. And what type of nervous tissue is composed of neurons and glial cells, or as I referred to in one of my videos, neuroglial cells? That's going to be nervous tissue. Okay, this was a drag and drop as well. So connective tissue is the main category on top, and the three subcategories are connective tissue proper, supporting, and fluid connective tissue. Under fluid, we spoke about blood. Under supporting connective tissue, we had cartilage and bone. Under bone, we had compact bone and spongy bone. And under cartilage, we had hyaline cartilage, elastic, and fibro. Under connective tissue proper, it was both loose and dense. Loose was made up of areolar, fat, and reticular, and dense was regular, irregular, and elastic. Remember, regular would be like tendons and ligaments, and irregular was the dermis of the skin. Okay. Drag and drop once again. So these are the three main categories, right? We have fluid connective tissue, we have supporting connective tissue, and then we have connective tissue proper. So under fluid was blood or interstitial or lymph, right? Under supporting, we had cartilage and bone. So these are the three types of cartilage: hyaline, elastic, and fibro. Then there's compact bone and spongy bone. We had areolar, adipose, and reticular. And then there was dense, regular, denser, regular, and then elastic for connective tissue proper. Again, drag and drop. So the easiest one to knock out of the way is muscle. Muscle was cardiac muscle, smooth muscle, and even skeletal muscle. Then we could do nervous, goes with nervous tissue. That's pretty easy. And then epithelium, remember the different, it's either simple or squamous. So anything with simple or stratified, I meant, anything with simple or stratified goes with epithelium. And then the shapes could be squamous, columnar, or even cuboidal. And then here is that unique one, which is false stratified, pseudostratified columnar. And then under connective, we had areolar, we had fat or adipose, we had elastic cartilage, compact bone, hyaline cartilage. Generally speaking, that's connective tissue. Okay, I mean, if we put compact bone and hyaline cartilage and elastic cartilage, that would fall under supporting connective tissue. And then areolar and adipose would fall under connective tissue proper. Now we're looking at the cartilage, the three categories. So elastic, which has more flexibility, that's going to be in the back of the throat, the epiglottis, right? So that when you swallow food, the epiglottis folds over your windpipe, closing off the windpipe, so food is driven down the esophagus. The external ear is elastic, and inside the ear, the eustachian tube. Okay. Um, hyaline cartilage is going to be found at the ends of the bones, inside the nose, the nasal septum, your thyroid cartilage, or the Adam's apple, as well as the rings going around the windpipe called the tracheal rings. And then fibrocartilage, which is the strongest cartilage in the body, the intervertebral discs between each vertebra, the pubic symphysis, and the medial and lateral meniscus of the knee. Okay, this one we covered in a video already. The elastic cartilage is branched elastic fibers. That's kind of the giveaway, elastic with elastic. Now, easy way to remember type 1 compared to type 2 collagen fibers, just remember F comes before H in the dictionary. So fibrocartilage is type 1 collagen fibers. Hyaline cartilage would be type 2. Also remember fibrocartilage is the strongest cartilage in the body, so it forms thick parallel bundles, whereas hyaline is found at the end of the joints. It does not form thick bundles, so they degenerate more easily. Degenerative joint disease, also known as osteoarthritis. Not the same thing as rheumatoid arthritis. A lot of students confuse the two.